Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking Cadillac Formula 1, giving you guys a bit of a rundown, what I believe is going to happen in the 2026 Formula 1 World Championship, and really just talk Cadillac Formula 1, a few things I think I would have changed, and go from there. Now, the early history of Cadillac in Formula 1. In 1951 to 1953, F1's early entry driven by two Americans, Johnny Fredericks and Bill Homia. I don't know if I pronounced that correct, but these two were American-based drivers driving in the world of Formula 1 in the 1950s. Unfortunately, they really had a really bad time. I think they did not qualify on the second race of the season, and really just no finishes according to, I guess, Wikipedia. Couldn't find where they finished, and they really did not have a good time in the, 3 years they were in Formula 1. Obviously, they were only an engine supplier, Cadillac, back then, and all these years later, more than 75 years later, we have them in the 2026 Formula 1 World Championship doing a return. Now, obviously, Andretti United had a massive deal trying to get the car in. I remember nobody wanted to let them race, and then they were like, we're going to bring General Motors, and it was a whole thing, right? Anyway, Andretti done a really good job, and obviously Mario Andretti deserves his respect. Of course, his sons were running it, and with Mario Andretti's backing, they did a really good job, and they fought their way. They started building their factory really early. They were ready to go. They were like, listen, we're here to stay. The team said no, but they kept building their factory, and they're on the 2026 Formula 1 Drivers World Championship, and the, Constructors World Championship, of course, to Cadillac F1. Now, Mario Andretti, of course, a massive name, an ambassador, someone in the background of Andretti. Yeah, that's massive. A Formula 1 World Champion, just really believing and obviously investing and really believing in this project. So to work, I guess, with Mario Andretti, all these people, would be absolutely amazing. So hopefully, on my personal end, Mario Andretti is at the Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix, because Mario, I do need a mini helmet signed. But back to, Andretti and Cadillac and Formula 1. Of course, their drivers are Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. What am I going to say? Perez, teammates with Max Verstappen, one of the best ever. Really, considering to what other people have done against Max, he's done not too bad, of course, but just obviously nowhere near the talent of Max Verstappen, but of course a really great midfield driver and a really solid lineup, I guess, in the sense of stability with the team. Now, Sergio Perez, obviously multiple race winner, super on looking after tyres, knowing how the car feels, and of course, he knows how to win a Grand Prix. And Valtteri Bottas, of course, teammates with the 7-time world champion. Some will say he's the best driver of all time, Lewis Hamilton. Of course, both drivers, Perez and Bottas, were the number 2s to their prospective world champion teammates. But we have a really solid lineup of Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. Carlton Herta, test driver for the team. Of course, he's in Formula 2. I believe he's sniffing a spot for 2027. I don't really know how long the contracts are for Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, but I bet you Carlton Herta is waiting for that drive at Cadillac Formula 1 team. Now, Simon Pagenaud, which I think I butchered, of course, a French racing driver, a Le Mans driver, IndyCar driver, 2012 Rookie of the Year in IndyCar, Formula Renault, experienced driver, of course, is their reserve and test driver as well. They've got a couple of test drivers. I think Carlton Herta's got more of a chance of joining the team. I think Simon's just really happy to be part of the squad, but he has a really solid history with motorsport and really good there. I guess someone that can bring a lot of information from other sports and series and really giving someone a chance to be around the glamour of Formula 1. They also have Pietro Fittipaldi, a simulator driver, 2-time race starts with Haas Formula 1 team. Now, Fittipaldi I actually believe is a pretty decent driver, of course. He's still around Formula 1. And yeah, it's nice to see the Fittipaldi name still around Formula 1. He might be sniffing a seat as well for 2027. I don't know, but we're going to have to wait and see. And then Charlie Eastwood, another simulator driver who is from Ireland, and of course has a pretty decent resume as well. So there are your driver lineup for the 2026 Formula 1 Championship and Cadillac F1 Teams Championship. So yeah, it's an interesting lineup. Of course, massive experience in there with Simon, Checo, Valtteri, and then Carlton Herta, of course, is another experienced driver, really talented as well. And we've got Fittipaldi and Charlie as well. Respect to their own. Obviously, Fittipaldi has 2 race starts in Formula 1. It's a solid package of drivers. Now, I would have made some changes, personally. I would have had Mick Schumacher there. I would have approached Doohan, maybe. I don't know about I'm biased because I'm Aussie. I love Doohan, but he's probably going to go to Haas. But anyway, I would definitely have Mick in that mix. Obviously, he was trying to get that seat, and having a Schumacher with Cadillac and Andretti, it would be iconic. But they didn't do it. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with Mick Schumacher's career. I still have hope he will be in Formula 1, obviously joining IndyCar now. So it's interesting to see if he can become IndyCar champion, Mick. There is a chance for the 2027 Formula 1 World Championship. Now, Graham Loudon is their team principal. He was team principal with Virgin F1 team and Marussia. Now, these two teams back in the days were very lower division teams of Formula One. They were obviously at the back end of the field. But yeah, obviously has team experience, team principal experience, and he's made his return to Formula One all these years later, of course, with Cadillac. Now, the team is obviously based in the US. They do have a factory in England, but it is a USA-based team. Now, with the time zone differences, it's going to be, I guess, difficult, but there is a few races in the USA, which is obviously going to help them a lot and get the information and get the parts out really, really quick. So I'm guessing upgrades for the team coming Miami Grand Prix. Going to put it out there. Maybe even in Canada as well, they might get another upgrade too. We're going to have to wait and see. So maybe the team will get early upgrades. Pat Simmons also part of the team. He obviously was with Benetton Williams. I see Michael Schumacher win championships with Benetton. And of course, Cadillac has Ferrari engines for the 2026 Formula One World Championship. Now, where do I think they're going to finish? I think they're going to be more at the back end. I think they're going to be quicker than Audi. I think they're going to be quicker than Alpine. But I think they aren't going to be as quick as a few other teams, I guess. RB, I think, will still be stronger than them. I think Red Bull are going to be stronger than them. I've done a prediction video of my World Championship drivers prediction. But yeah, Cadillac, I think, will be, I think, the third slowest team on the grid for 2026, unless they do a Ross Brawn and Brawn GP and yeah, win the championship, which I highly doubt. I don't think Perez and Bottas are going to go for the championship for 2026. I think, like I said, they'll be at the back end of the grid. I think they will get points. I don't see them getting points in Australia. But come Miami, come Monaco, come Spain, Austria, I think there might be a chance for Cadillac to obviously get points. So that's where I believe they'll finish. What am I looking forward to? Just seeing a new team on the grid, seeing who's going to drive for them next season, seeing how they go, the anticipation, all eyes are going to be on them. It's awesome having 22 drivers on the grid and giving 2 drivers another chance to join the Formula One grid. I believe it's amazing. I think personally we should have 24 teams on the grid. Just saying, there is an opportunity for someone else to come on board maybe in 2027. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. See what happens. But like I said, that's what I'm really excited for. I'm just really excited to see what the livery is going to really be like, how they're going to perform, what they're going to do. And just really to see a new team on the grid is obviously really, really exciting. So all eyes on them in preseason testing. We're going to have to wait and see what they do. I believe to make a statement, either them, Cadillac, or Williams will be the first car to put their car on the track at preseason testing just to make a statement. And Cadillac might do it, say, you know what, we're here. We're first. Valtteri, Perez, get out there. Go do a lap. Imagine the headlines. Cadillac, first team on the tarmac, preseason testing. Listen, it could happen. They've been doing testing. They've got their wind tunnel ready. They've been doing testing with the Ferrari. I'm excited. Cadillac Formula 1 team 2026. Where do you guys think they're going to finish in 2026? Obviously, I gave you guys my prediction. We're going to have to wait and see. It's a solid driver lineup. I will change a few things, like I said, Mick Schumacher there, maybe with a Perez or a Bottas. But that didn't happen. We're going to have to wait and see 2026. Tell me your guys' prediction in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next Formula 1 video. Thank you.